Hello and welcome. My name is Ash, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Ash Knows Travel, where I go over everything travel. And today we are talking about family vacation success. I am a mom of six. I had four kids, and then I got surprised with twins. And so, as a travel advisor, I can tell you one thing that I have mastered: traveling with kids. So, I decided to kind of sit down with you guys and just have a quick little run through of things that we don't really think about until we are traveling and how to prepare for them now instead of waiting until you don't have anything, right? I think we run into that all the time, especially with my twins. I'm like, man, if I just had some puffs with me right now, they would be totally chill. But instead, I forgot to pack them. So we're going to go over tips for traveling with kids. I'm going to try to teach you guys my little secrets and ins and outs. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment below. And as well, make sure that you like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel because I share all these kind of tips and tricks for you guys. So first, right off the bat, I just talked about it, puffs. One of the things that I don't think we realize is that our kids can be easily how do I say this, like fascinated or easily just taken back, okay, if they have something to do. So what do we need to do? We need to put something in their hands, right? Especially if they're younger kids. So I highly recommend packing snacks. Even if you're flying, you can pack snacks. It does, as long as it's not liquid, you can bring it, okay? Make a whole separate bag if you need to, just with snacks. If your kids are flying with you, they all get little backpacks that go with it. Pack their snacks into it. If you have older kids, I would suggest each one of them getting a backpack of their own and just packing it more than you normally do. Triple the snacks if you need, okay? Why? Because kids randomly get bored. And when they get bored, they start messing with things. But if they've got something to snack on, something to do with their hands, they're fine, right? Also, maybe stash a few treats for meltdowns. A lot, it doesn't seem like a lot for us when we're traveling, right? But for kids, it's like 10 times more overwhelming because they don't know what to expect. We know that we're going to get on a plane and we're going to go up in the air and then we're going to get down. The kids don't understand that, right? Or we know that when we go to the water park that we're going to do this, this, and this, and then we're going to get to the water park. So keeping them busy with simple snacks, healthy snacks, of course, but and also bringing a couple treats for meltdowns will save you a lot of stress. Now, another thing I highly recommend, maybe getting a backpack or like a little storage bag like this and keeping one per child of their favorite things, okay? You can even go to the dollar store and find different toys, stickers, puzzles, whatever. And then, of course, bringing everything that you need for them to have some kind of entertainment. If you are one of those moms, and I'm one of them myself, we all kind of have iPads, okay, in my family. My older kids, not my babies, but my older kids all have iPads. So for me, I think it's important to bring it on when we're traveling, right? But there's two things to this. One, Wi-Fi doesn't exist everywhere. So download some videos to their iPad that they like before you leave. You can even sometimes download like Netflix, etc. Look into that. Some of these apps have the availability to save episodes. Save it, okay? Next, I also recommend bringing like a power bank. Is like an extra charger. So as soon as it dies, you can be charging it while they're watching it. And I have like 3 power banks that I have. And I charge every one of them and then I bring them with me. So if anything remotely is close to dying, we have the ability to charge it. I normally end up using it more for my phone than anything, but it's always good to have that backup in mind. Now, next thing, I highly recommend doing this because remember I just said kids don't understand what we know. We know it, but they don't know what to expect because they've never experienced things when it comes to travel. So first thing I like to do is when I tell my kids where we're going, I like to show them photos of what they're going to do. So then they already know, okay, this is what I'm expecting. I'm excited, right? Then I let them help with packing. Now, of course, I monitor what they pack because, kids can be packing some ridiculous stuff, right? But I let them get involved in it and I let them pick their favorite outfits that they want to bring. So then when it comes to time to get dressed during vacation, they already know what to wear because they're excited to wear it. A lot of times I like to buy, I don't know about you guys, but I like to buy specific outfits just for vacation. I think we probably all do that. And with my kids, I do that a lot because then they can like preserve those clothes and then afterwards do whatever you want with it, right? And then I also let them kind of choose the activities that we do for the day. I typically, pick one or two activities to do during the day. When it comes to vacations, I don't do a lot. But reason being is because we'll see in the next slide, it can be a lot for kids in general. And I honestly think that setting the proper expectations is what's going to help you guys. Okay. Mind you, they don't know what's going on. But for us, I can say, hey, so what we're going to do is we're going to get on the plane and then we have like a 4 hour plane ride. Now, obviously, if they're like 3 or 4 years old, they're not going to really understand. But explaining to them what's going to happen is going to make it a lot easier for you to guys kind of go through it. Next, sleep strategy. Maintain a schedule. Don't overdo it. Okay. Make sure you bring things that make them comfortable. If they have a certain blanket, if they have certain stuffed animals, pillows, whatever, bring that. I also have the white noise app on my phone. I have through iTunes, I have a couple of white noise sounds. I play them at night because the hotels are super loud and they drive me crazy for myself. So I put that on through the whole entire hotel room. So it's quiet in my room. I also kind of make it like dark in there, maybe play a couple of TV shows before they go to bed. You want it to be as normal as possible because kids have major anxiety on vacation, and that's why they have a lot of crash outs. That's what I'm going to call it, a crash out. So anything that can comfort them and bring them back to their routine from home helps a lot. Lastly, avoid overscheduling. Do not overschedule yourself. I know you're in Disney and you want to run through Disney, but you really need to plan at least one day in between Disney for a break. So, what I normally do is when I'm planning families for Disney, I do plan a lot of Disney vacations, even Disney cruises. What we like to do when it comes to Disney, though, or just theme parks in general, you do 2 days and then a break, and then 2 days more, and then you leave. And I feel like that's the most effective thing because they need a day at the pool. They need a day to relax. They need a day to just kind of recover from the first 2 days because one, Disney's hot. There's not any really place to relax while you're there. You're constantly waiting in line. They're overwhelmed. I'm trying to think of the word. If you can think of it, comment it. But they're just overwhelmed, right? And we have to kind of, as parents, step back and say, hey, this is too much for my kid. Like, I'm glad you're having a blast, but let's chill out for a little bit, right? So that spontaneous fun, either at the pool or sometimes even our hotel's room come with games because we get big suites because I have a big family. And we'll stay in there and play games, or we'll just explore the resort. Or if we're at Disney, we'll do Disney Springs, right? Something that is kind of relaxed setting, but yet you're still on vacation. And that kind of just calms down everything and prevents major burnout when you're on your trip. Lastly, as well, packing like a pro. I do this. I know but I'm a travel advisor, so I'm a little extra. Okay, I use a color coded system. I have packing cubes just like these, and each kid has one. Each kid has one, so I can locate them, and I know whose is who, and I know what to check is in there for each one. I also bring a backup outfit for myself. I bring a couple of outfits back up for myself, but in general, if I'm walking around, I'll carry one or two because I've had kids get sick on me. I've had accidents happen. I've had, just in general, you get too hot and you want to change your clothes, right? Like, I always bring additional clothes for the kids, but even for myself. And then keep those special items and accessible. Okay. Anytime you're bringing those special items, like what the kids need, make sure you leave it in a spot that they can access it at any time. Don't try to hide it from them. Don't try to keep it from them because it's those small comfort items that are going to make a really big difference while you're on the trip. So if you like things like this and you're interested in learning more tips and tricks on how to travel better, make sure you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you need help planning, I'm your girl. I can plan you a stress-free family adventure. I know what it's like to have kids, and I definitely can relate on how to properly plan for them. So if you're prepared to create magical memories with the right mindset and make travel blast, make sure that you contact me below, either that or visit my website at travelwithash.net so I can get you set up for the best vacation that you guys can have. So thank you so much for watching. And like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to comment below. See you guys soon.